G'day World Wide Web, Lew Dub with another edition of Personal Best.
Welcome everyone to my anticipated 2021 Melbourne Cup Order of Entry video. Here I'm going to give you my prediction of the Melbourne Cup Order of Entry. I'm going to tell you about some of the significant races that can affect the Order of Entry, then we'll take a look at some Melbourne Cup odds. Without further ado, here is my own prediction of the 2021 Order of Entry for the Melbourne Cup. And to arrive at this specific order, I've referenced order of entry lists from previous years, and I've also used race ratings, particularly for the European runners. Firstly, the horse at the top of the list, Realm of Flowers, has no number as she has qualified for the race via a ballot exemption race, and that race was the Andrew Ramsden in May of this year. Spanish Mission I've put at the top, and few people would have questions with that. Sir Dragonet is third for his brilliant win in the Tancred Stakes, which always rates highly in Melbourne Cup Order of Entry. I've got Away He Goes at fourth. The Goodwood Cup always rates highly as well. Very elegant for her Caulfield Cup win. Explosive Jack, who could forget him, winning 3 derbies. He's the first of a slew of Australian Derby and Oaks runners. There are various derbies. You can see at number 16, Young Werther. He's second in the ATC Derby, and Johnny Get Angry from the VRC Derby late in 2020. Duis, who won the Queensland Oaks, is down at 27. Maybe could be a bit higher. Those that are outside the first 24 now, Save a Forest. She ran in the Epsom Oaks, was fourth. Since then hasn't done that well. Good Idea won this year's Adelaide Cup. Then there's Incentivise, who won Queensland's Tats Cup, and he is now favourite for the Melbourne Cup, but he's still got some work to do to get inside that first 24. Sweet Thomas, that old plugger, he was third in the Brisbane Cup. If it was a wet track on Melbourne Cup Day and he was in the first 24, he'd probably run home in the first 4. Vow and Declare, the winner from 2019, he hasn't done too much since then, and so he will probably have to do something significant in order to make the 2021 field. As I mentioned, some horses are going to have to do something pretty significant. And in the next segment, I'll present to you a list of races that horses can use to improve their Melbourne Cup Order of Entry position between now and Melbourne Cup Day. The first, also remember, there is always a natural attrition rate that sees contenders remove their horse from the race. Maybe they realise that their horse is not a 2-miler. Maybe they have an injury. I'll put a few names out there now. Sir Dragonet. Last year he had a great ride by Glenn Boss, still didn't manage to make it inside the top 4. Are they really going to go ahead with a Melbourne Cup entry? Then there's those younger horses based in Australia like Young Werther, Johnny Get Angry, Kukaracha or Hungry Heart. Often we see them go by the wayside. Spring is almost here. You've seen my anticipated order of entry. Now take a look at the races that Melbourne Cup wannabes can use to launch themselves upward through the rankings and into the coveted 24-horse field. It starts off in New South Wales with the Newcastle Gold Cup over that minimum required distance of 2,300 metres. That race is on the 17th of September, a Friday. Just look out for that one. Followed by the Colin Stephen, which precedes the second declaration payment on the 28th of September. That's a $2,000 fee paid by all those that still want to enter their horse in the Melbourne Cup. Next up is a pretty important one. It's the Group 1 Metropolitan. So winning or placing in that race will have a little more significance than the Group 3s and Group 2s, as you'd probably already understand. But the 2nd of October is a real red letter day, with the Bart Cummings being run on the same day as the Metropolitan. If you're a Melbourne Cupophile like myself, you'll know that the Bart Cummings is an automatic qualifier. That is, if you win that race, you can take your place in the Melbourne Cup field.
Then on 9th of October, you've got the Group 2 Herbert Power, famously won by Irish raider Yucatan a few years ago. That listed Queensland Cup is not likely to be a factor, but I've put it in there in case something strange does happen. Between the Queensland Cup and the Caulfield Cup, we've got the third declaration payment. That's a $3,000 fee for those that still want to enter their horse in the Melbourne Cup. On the 16th of October is the Group 1 Caulfield Cup, and if your horse wins that race, you have direct entry into the Melbourne Cup, if you so please. Minor place getters in this race will get a boost to their order of entry position too.
The Geelong Cup is next, and we've seen over the last 20 years that this race has become the prime target for many UK and European stayers aiming to qualify for the race. You can go back to Media Puzzle, Americain, and most recently Prince of Arran. If you haven't got your horse into the top 24 by then, you can run in the Moonee Valley Gold Cup, which is about 10 days before the Melbourne Cup. On the same day as the Moonee Valley Gold Cup is the Cox Plate, also known as the Weight for Age Championship of Australian horse racing. If you win that, you've got automatic entry to the Cup if you like. The fourth declaration turns up next. It's a couple of days later on the 25th of October, and it's $4,000. It's almost last chance saloon as you come into the last week of October with the Bendigo Cup, a Group 3 2400 metre race rarely used by Cup contenders and definitely requiring an emphatic win. Then on the Saturday before the Cup, it's the last of the Melbourne Cup qualification races. The winner of the Hotham Handicap, often referred to by its sponsor name, the Lexus, goes into the Melbourne Cup. One more declaration payment is required after that, and that's the paltry sum of $49,500. Okay, so now we take a look at the 2021 Melbourne Cup odds as of Monday, August the 30th. Incentivise is favourite, Twilight Payment up there at $17. This is with Bet365. Yeah, Cormorant, who is yet to start in Australia, is $34. It was fourth, about 4.5 lengths to Tiger Moth last year. He did have a start this year in Ireland in June. Not the best result. Knight's Order is at $51. That was this year's Brisbane Cup winner. He's back in trialling action. Looked okay on a heavy track at Cranbourne on Monday, the 30th of August. There's a good idea who was in the same trial. He's $101, and he was only a length behind. Both horses didn't seem to be too stretched. Further down the list, Cariff. Now Sonnyboyliston is $15 with the TAB Spanish Mission, second in the Lonsdale Cup. Spanish Mission. Now scanning through, Dashing Willoughby, he was a failure here last year. Away he goes. That horse was second in the Goodwood Cup. There's Knight's Order there, the same price at the TAB as with Bet365. There are some scratchings too. I don't know if they've just appeared in this list. And Glycon, the French horse, is out, and so is Lone Eagle. Lone Eagle was due to injury. The Glycon, the French horse, no clear reason has been given. The Chosen One is $101. That's pretty flashy odds for a horse that was fourth last year, and you're probably going to have a slightly weaker cup. Anyway, that's all for now. Plenty to happen between now and the first Tuesday in November. Be sure to check out my website where you can print out a PDF of my anticipated Melbourne Cup order of entry. Also, check out Melbourne Cup Max. His channel goes off, provides a lot of good early tips for the Melbourne Cup. Well, that wraps it up for my anticipated Melbourne Cup order of entry. This is the first of my Staying the Distance series of Melbourne Cup videos for 2021. Look out for more in the coming weeks, or click the subscribe button and the bell alongside it to get immediate notifications when new videos are published.